After meeting some of his neighbors, Prometheus was starting to feel the need to make the kingdom more secure. If people felt so endangered that they needed to surround their trap with explosive mines, perhaps there was a need for some greater stability in the region. Making people feel safe enough that they would not put around thousands of bombs around their house, I know he's exaggerating, it's fine, would be a first step to ensuring that everybody could feel safe. The saying is that an armed society is a polite society, but Prometheus would rather there be no need for those arms to be raised against their neighbors. Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker with me, McGammar. I need to go to a hilltop, and I need to handle some trolls. But before I do that, I have several characters here who I need to level up. So, let's start with Octavia. I might not be using her right now, but I feel like she should still level up. Let's give her her first Arcane Trickster level, which will feed off of Wizard. We'll just continue to raise all the stats that she's been needing. She definitely seems like she's going to need these stats at least. 2 extra. So I could go with more mobility, but we're going to go with Arcana and World. She needs to be a knowledge user if she's going to be a wizard in the party. Spells. Transmutation is what it's recommending. I feel like she needs to have Acid Arrow. She has Scorching Ray, but Acid Arrow is also a good one. And Sense Vitals would allow her to... I never cast this. Okay, maybe not Stonecall. Acid Arrow, like, the main reason I would take these spells is because they are Conjuration and therefore don't get affected by spell resistance. And I feel like it's always important to have a dedicated spellcaster have those. But she needs a defensive spell. She needs to not die. She has no defenses right now. Mirror Image will do wonders for her. So let's give her Mirror Image. Acid Arrow, Mirror Image, Scorching Ray. Those are good second level spells. That's good for Octavia. Next up we have Ragongar, who can pick up Dragon Disciple, and he will get his Electric Blood Dragon. We don't need a lot... He is a bit of our Athletics user. We don't need more Knowledge Arcana with him. He's kind of done with that. He has no Perception, and that bothers me intensely. Need one more point of use Magic Device to bring him up to 10. That's good. I like having 10 use Magic Device. He is my Athletics user of the party. He's all about Strength, and that's the only skill that goes off of Strength, so that's what he's going to do. And 1 point of Perception. Can't have people not notice things. Easy level. Next up we have Lindsay, who's going to continue to level Full Tilt Bard. Just like me. She gets a little bit of smattering of everything, which is fine. I don't feel like she needs Persuasion because I do that, and she's not really going to be the intimidating kind. So, let's get all those up. And she'll be a Trickery user if she's ever in the party. So let's raise those like so. Like so, like so. Feet. We already have Canny Observer, so we don't need that. Should we take a combat trick? No, she's never going to be good at this kind of thing. Let's go with Skill Focus. Let's get Soul Focus in Trickery. That way she can be really good at picking open anything. If I ever put her in the party. For the spell that she's got here, we have a buff. We have a debuff that targets Will. Let's get a debuff that targets something else. I know I also have this. Wait, no. Which is the one? Where's Glitter Dust? There it is. That's what we need. It also targets Will. Never mind. Is there something I can get that targets Fortitude? I guess Sound Burst. That's a stun. It's also technically damage. Sure, someone should have it. Target the new save. Yeah. Alright, next up. Tristan. I'm having you go for a build. So in order for you to get Mystic Theurge, we still need more Sorcerer levels. You probably need 2 more Sorcerer levels. So pick a Sorcerer level. Which kind of limits your amount of skill points that you get, but that's fine. Boom, boom, and boom. That's what you're doing for the party? Spell specialization. I get to respect your spell if I really want to. I don't want to. You get to continue to use magic missile. And what sorcerer spell are you gonna get today? What do I really need with you? I don't really need any of these, necessarily. He's got the best one. I guess I should have shield. Shield's just a good thing to have. Especially for someone who doesn't have spells like him. One day he'll use that a lot. Not right now. And that means the last person that I have to level is Radigan. Radigan's got I'm not really going to use him very much anymore, so he'll take Arcane Trickster just like Octavia. The difference is that he is a Vivisectionist instead of a rogue. He's also, like, very highly optimized. He's good at combat, but he's not, yeah, he's just a little bit different. He's just a little bit different, that's all. Do I just have enough points to just drown all these? Yeah, I do. You know what? You're probably not gonna be a person for religion. Let's have stealth. That way you can do something at the camp. Yeah, I feel like that's good. 1 point to stealth can't hurt. Dispel magic is always a wonderful spell to just have on hand. And what is your other spell? How about Fireball? Fireball sounds delightful. It would be really nice to know Fireball. Lightning Bolt, also good. No, you're going to learn Fireball. Fun. It's a shame I'm probably never going to use them, but I still like leveling them up. Now then, now that the leveling is done, let's get out of here. Who am I going to take at the party? Put away Harem, take Tristan with me just for a little bit. Actually, no. I should probably still take Harem with me. Jaethal is fine. I feel like I will use her Gungar instead, though. She was really good while I was going on the road to avoid having to deal with rest and exhaustion and that kind of deal. Being able to move and save time while I was out in the field. I was really worried about that. I'm not so worried about that with her like this right now. I can also get rid of Kalika. I kind of like having someone whose range of targets touch AC, though. So if I had to choose another melee person to bring, I'm probably going to bring Ragongar. So let's unequip Jaethal of her important stuff. Alright. And let's equip Ragongar appropriately. Nice ring of protection. I dropped it. Even more strength. Love it. Armor. Resistance. Price descending. Okay. Alright, now we go. Goodbye. I accidentally removed 2 people. That's fine. Both of you like so. I'll fix the party order when I get into a combat. We need to go to that hilltop now. Because we learned last time that we fail quests if we don't. There's no time for me to manage my kingdom. My kingdom is under siege right away. Okay. You can cure blindness with a scroll of remove blindness. That makes sense. Numbers track to me. Okay. Party. Sort. Formation this. Ragongar needs to change place with me.
Together we are unstoppable.
Like so. Yeah, this tracks. This looks good. Maybe I can move myself to the middle. Harem, what are you equipped with?
Sorry, was lost in...
Currently equipped with that stuff. That's fine. That's good.
A reckoning is at hand.
As for you, you're a little bit higher level now, so let's, we're gonna get ready for a bit of a brawl. Let's move everybody into formation. Okay, we save. Ragongar, you're going to be in melee. Cast shield on yourself. Amiri,
What you want?
I want you to cast Divine Favor on yourself. It lasts a minute. We'll probably get into combat really quickly.
Draws near.
Harem, you don't know Bless, do you? That's fine. Shield of Faith. Shield of Faith could be really useful on Amiri.
I am ready.
No mistakes.
I want to get a Heroism on Valerie. Alright, we'll do one more round of buffs. Okay, you'll cast Mirror Image on yourself.
I am
Prometheus will
prepared.
cast Mirror Image on himself. Harem will cast... Delay Poison. Delay Poison. And you will cast a good old Bless. Okay, we go. Oh good, the flowers.
To victory!
A bunch of spiders just spawned in on portals, while there's also a great big giant portal here. Okay. And there was no ambushing them, they're ambushing us, that's fine. How about fire?
Taste my fury.
Don't like that. This one's a bit of an outlier. Go, cat. Dude. Here they come. Of course, now it starts to pour. Now it starts to pour. Good. Okay, so we're currently using the reach weapon. One down. I kind of want to switch over to the axe. Oh, good, lightning. It's raining again. Oh, how much I love the unforgettable sensation of wet clothes. Here it comes. Yeah, that's right. Go for Valerie. Uh-huh. It sure is rain. Splat that one. Let's 5-foot step over. Ragungar's here.
I'll cut you.
Pop it down. Harem sure is here. You look like you're struggling a little bit. That's fine. Give a bless to Kinera. Kinera, can you shoot this one that's approaching?
Is going
Popped it. Cat, go. Cat. Got it. Okay, my turn. Ranged attacks are going to be bad right now, but that's okay. My counterpoint to that is that if I use Sound Burst or Thunder Call, then I won't have to worry about my poor accuracy. What other features do I have right now? I could aspect and falcon my boat? No, just shoot.
This should do it.
Wow, I hit. Somehow. I could charge that. No, it's storming so badly. I hate this. Spiders. Oh, good. Did she get poisoned? No, I think we're immune to that right now. Good. Okay, get in there.
do not falter.
Failed. Okay. Can you full attack?
See what your entrails
Good.
look like.
Good. All right, you need to get up. Get on up. Can you pop the one in the back?
Burn.
Cat, go. Cat continues to be the MVP. We got two spiders here. Let's hit them. Ooh, Silky. That's new. 5-foot step over. Oh, you get to move in and then you have to act immediately. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, a hold person on Harem, sure. Paralyzed for a route. Great. Okay, so Harem's out of combat. Hate that.
Onward.
Sneak attack on that.
Bleed for me.
Harem can't do anything. That's not fine, but we do what we can. Let's 5-foot step forward and attack something that we can.
Take you.
Missed due to concealment. Hate to see that. Let's get her in melee with something. Cat's in. Okay, so how's her defenses looking? Fey, Sorcerer, Chaotic Good. No, that doesn't feel right, but here we are. Damage reduction for Cold Iron. Immune to difficult terrain. Weak save is fortitude. Well, about that. How about I just scream in your ear really loudly? Didn't make you miss your turn. That's fine. Amira's gotta knock this one out. Didn't get it. Another whole person. Another will save succeeded. Okay.
Stay behind me.
That Doom Spider's a problem. Okay, Hera managed to make the save. 5 foot step to the side. Pop it. Missed. Alright, that's fine. Am I in range now? Yeah. Blaster. Damage reduction. More like fire damage. And high strength. Okay, it's down.
A calculated risk.
Got it. Alright, real glad that we decided to do all that adventuring before we did this. Okay. And by dealing with that, we get a cloak and a ring. Ring of protection? Wyvern skin cloak. Okay, what's good about this? +2 enhancement bonus to natural armor. +4 resistance bonus on saving throws against poison, sleep, and paralysis. Well, if you use an amulet of natural armor, you don't need the cape. And the save bonuses are very niche. Meanwhile, with the cloak resistance is against a general motley of stuff. But Amiri is currently not using a necklace that gives natural armor. So, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Alright. Well, that's a spider problem. It's still thundering, which is real bad. Maybe I overprepared. The mirror images really didn't seem to do anything there. They just went for people who didn't have the mirror images. And that's fine. Overall, we were very well prepared for that. Now I just need to get out of the rain. Alright, let's get on the road. So, we're going to go to a ford across the Skunk River. It doesn't say that there's anything new here, but now that someone has told me about the troll problem, there should be something here. So this is extremely easy to miss. Take a drink. Alright, it's still raining. Okay, now we got kobolds over to the right.
Enemy approaching.
And I accidentally walked too close to them. That's fine. Okay, what we got here? Kobold Sentinel. Kobold Boomsayer. Don't like the sound of that. Get as close as we can. Looks like the rain's lightning. Aha, yep, don't like that. Can I get you? No. Alright, well, just go, I guess.
Tear them apart.
Harem needs to go. I'm glad that it stopped. Real glad. Okay, let's
Going to hurt.
pop the Boomsayer. How's your feet looking? No, we still don't have the other one. Alright, intimidate the sentinel with a bow. Or is that a spear? No, it's a tiny sword. Alright, okay. Let's toot. Here they come. We're glad we got some armor. Ragongar is here, and Ragongar is ready. Let's move up. And let's use an acid splash on this one. I missed. Oh well. Cat. Destroy! Got it. Just. Okay, go for you. Splatted. Nice. Next one.
Your life ebbs low.
Even with all the buffs, I'm missing.
Burn.
One less. What else we got? That one way up there. Intimidate it. Can I move up? I can. And take a shot.
Hurt.
Nice hit. Not sure where that one was going. Let's take a... Oh yeah, you're scared. Okay, so you ran away. Fair enough.
I'll cut you.
Solid hit. Let's have you chase after the archer. Provoked an attack, but that's okay. You... Splat it. Wonderful. Love to see it.
What's that?
We'll deal with it later. Harem's not going to be doing anything anytime soon. Let's switch over to the range attack. Way too far away. That's fine. Have you double move up. Have you move up. Have you move up. Too far away to attack. That's fine. Well, go for the cat. No, went for Valerie. Not the worst choice. Too far away for me to get anything done. Cat, go. Cat continues to be the MVP. As always. Okay, what do we find here? A sai. A +1 sai. Yeah, that sounds like a monk weapon.
In due time.
Or, like, maybe some kind of turtle weapon. We take their stuff. Yep, that's right. A crowbar! Cooking Almanac over the Inner Sea by Jubilos Northrobble. Okay. Let's see. The camp looks habitable. Its owners must be somewhere nearby. The gnomes fought fiercely, but eventually they were outnumbered. Kobolds' corpses are badly burned by acid and alchemical fire. Mouth-watering broth is simmering in the pot. Okay, so there were gnomes here. And they got attacked by the kobolds. Let's see if situations have changed. We cleared this map out previously, but that's okay. Things change. Things change. Alright, so there's a dead guy there.
Not far.
That's not the best. Just making sure that there aren't any more kobolds or gnomes. Alright. Let's head down the road. Hey, you there! Quick! You've got to help me! Okay, well... It's gnomes versus kobolds, and the gnomes are heavily outnumbered, and their wagon is in the river. Well, I have to get into a better position first. Let's move up. Dude. Gnomes have guards. Let's get the cat in there before the gnomes all die. Yeah, she'll also take a while. I could intimidate one? No, we need her in there now. You take a shot at the archer in the back.
Waste.
Miss. Good hit from the gnome. Can you charge one? They're just a little bit too far. If that's the case, can you buff yourself with something? This might be another opportunity for... Yeah, get mirror image up. Okay. Amiri, can you yes, you have tremendous movement speed, thanks to your barbarian level. Get in there. One down. Oh, that guy. Chip lost. Wait. The author of the book! I see! Alright, well, deal with this archer in the back.
Flames take you.
Another one down. Move up and take a shot.
This way.
More gnomes. My song should be helping the gnomes as well. We can deal with full attack. Popped it down. And we got more attacks. Cat's doing real work. Can you get in there? In fact, go on the other side.
Let us strike as one.
Okay. Everybody move up, move up, move up, move up. Wait, you got to help us. More kobolds.
So, the gnome invites some his friends. Stupid, slow, sluggish gnome. Gnome, stupid.
There's a purple kobold on the riverbank who looks just like your old acquaintance Tartuccio.
Kobolds want this cart. Kobolds shall have it.
The horse skull hides most of the kobold's face, but you see his vicious eyes glinting through the empty sockets, staring at you.
By orders of myself, the glorious King Tartuk.
The kobold pounds his chest with his fist. Until recently, you thought you'd killed him.
Tartuk, King.
The head of the gnome expedition wipes his brow and glares at the kobold.
This bastard was the one taking our ears off, while the rest of them will try to steal our cart.
King Tartuk? The gnome looks at you and winks. What do you say to that bit of regicide? Tartuccio, I recognize you. What's this new disguise? And why are you not dead? Sorry, the kobold voice really tickles the back of the throat.
How dare you speak like that to the king? Kobolds, attack! Shazads! Shadaz! Shadaz!
He buffs them.
Let's see what the
And we're back to battle. One battle back to another. Okay, well, it looks like we get the jump on them somehow. I won't complain. Before everybody gets into melee, how about I just give a nice little, I'll give a nice sound burst right here. Alright, Ragongar, get in there. It's a shame you don't have a fun, like, shaped attacks to do. Don't do any other power this turn. Just pop them.
Taste my fury.
Cat, get in there. Amiri. I don't want you to block Valerie's route in. So, although you could probably... do it. Popped it down. Valerie, get in there. Yeah. Harem, shoot one in the back.
become as dust.
Missed. Alright, that's fine. Alright, we still have a couple of enemies left. Let's see if I can hit them without hitting Valerie. I can! Do it! Don't 5-foot step, just move. Don't, just move. Move freely. Move your body freely. Okay. Get up. There we go. Now! Yeah! Do your thing. Woo! Woo! We're doing it! No idea, once again, how we got the jump on them. They were very clearly in position and ready. We'll get the sniper.
This is going to hurt.
Yeah, they are not standing a chance. Not at all, and they're all stunned because of the sound burst, the thunder call. One kobold moved,
Do not falter.
and they're down.
So you have soon enough. See you soon enough. This is not over.
All right. And that goes back down to the wagon, letting me know that I should probably do something with the wagon. So, we loot. We go down here.
All according to plan.
And we loot. And we get ready.
Time's not
We're going to save the game. We're going to save the game. I need to consider something for a moment. Let's give a heroism buff to Amiri. In we go. While the gnomes were busy fighting the kobolds, furiously cursing and diligently punching their unwelcome guests right in their draconic snouts, the cart was all but forgotten. The unwitting cause of the fight, it was being dragged away by the scared ponies, where it slid down the ford, slinking all the way up to the coachman's seat in the river. This was where the Skunk River flows, into Duskwater, and the current becomes exclusively spiteful, cold, stubborn, and turbulent. Having taken hold of the gnome's cart, the Skunk River must have decided to drag it down amid all the commotion, but it was caught in the act. The surviving gnomes, led by the head of the gnome expedition, an extremely loud and crabby fellow, but not without some managerial talent, were able to catch the cart before it floated away. Faces red and grunting from the strain, they struggled to keep it from drowning entirely. Just then, a package fell into the water. With a heartbreaking splash, it vanished beneath the current, only to resurface 10 meters down the river. "No!" the head of the gnome expedition moaned as he glowered at his package. "That was Alchemy in Life, the latest issue!" After plunging into the cold river, the ponies immediately lost their nerve. Swiveling their ears and twitching, they tried to chew through the reins and throw off the load. "What are you standing around? Go on, help them!" The head of the gnome expedition was visibly dissatisfied as he shouts. We could set a crowbar, we could give our strength and pull, or we could choose a character to jump up and onto the cart and untie the pony still standing in the water. We could also tie a rope to the cart. Using these consumes your resources and makes the checks easier, but as I've discussed earlier, making the checks easier gives you less experience. And I love experience. So, we're going to choose a character. So, you are good at the first check, you're bad at the second check. We need Amiri. Go. We succeeded at both. I'm going to make an additional note here. This check is a lot harder if you don't succeed at this one. So you get a ton more experience if you fail the first one and succeed at the second one. Oh well, we made the checks. Amiri nimbly climbed into the roof of the cart and carefully crawled forward the ponies hitched up at the riverbank. The ponies seemed to be relieved and feel a firm hand holding the reins again. They calmed down at once and allowed themselves to be unhitched. In just a few seconds, they were standing back at the ford, ready to pull the cart from the river. Well, the gnomes... Okay, it looks like we got most of this from before. So, now then, gathering our strength, we began pulling the cart from the river. "If you're certain you're ready, let's do it. But be careful. Imagine the cart's full of gold, or ale, or some other thing you couldn't bear to lose." Valerie frowned. "Better you should trust in our dignity than our greed, Sir Gnome." The gnome rolls his eyes. "For God's sake, whatever! Just pull the cart!" We tried to pull the cart. The cart creaked and cracked, sounding as though it were sobbing. The board strained against the combined stress of the rushing water's pull against everyone trying to pull the cart ashore. Unfortunately for the cart, both sides were of equal strength. Something had to be done, or the poor cart would be torn to pieces! Now we have many options. Many, many, many options. I would love to try the charisma check, but we only have a +4. We have a... Oh, this has to be me! Oh, this has to be me! Oh, no! Oh, no! I can't do athletics checks! The lore check will give nearly as much experience. I have a decent chance of that. The exhausted ponies had worked themselves up into a lather, and foam covered the bits of their teeth. The Baron tried to calm and reassure them. I'm not going to try a huge stone in the riverbed was blocking the cart, so the Baron tried to find it and move it out of the way. Yeah, no, I'm not that strong. Everyone was soaking wet, freezing, exhausted. Their group's initial enthusiasm had all but vanished. They glared at the cart, scornfully, ready to give up and forget about it like it was all a bad dream. The Baron decided it was time to raise everyone's spirits, be it with a smile, a noble order, some shouting, or even a good round of swearing. Okay, lore. After everyone struggled together for a while, the cart finally made it out of the muddy riverbed and rolled back into the rocky ground of the waiting ford, prompting some seemingly indignant sloshes and squelches as the river released its trophy and rushed along in search of easier prey. Losing no time, the head of the gnome expedition jumped inside. For a good while, rattling and swearing were all that could be heard from the cart, until the gnome's face finally reappeared from under the rooftop, seemingly satisfied.
Almost everything's in place, he announced cheerfully, jumping from the cart. It's all wet and crumpled, but at least nothing's missing. Thank you, travelers. If not for your help, guided by my keen supervision, of course, I'd have had to say goodbye to all my possessions.
Let's see. Something was said there.
How's this heavy? Hold it all at once.
I'm glad we somehow succeeded in all that. I thought Amiri would be able to do that lift
In
check.
due time.
Okay, so now that we've done that, we saved the game. I'm happy with the experience I got from that, and I'm happy that we succeeded first try. Alright, Jubilost.
Come here, my valiant savior. Let me have a word with you.
The gnome that stands before you wears a dirty and ragged clothes. They used to look stylish and wealthy long ago, but those times are long gone. His black hair is matted, and a deep fresh scratch crosses his cheek. Despite this rather pathetic look, the gnome behaves with inner dignity, and even manages to maintain his superior manner.
Jubilos Nartropple, at your grace's service. Your help with these kobolds and my almost drowned cart was timely indeed.
He introduces himself and looks closely at your party.
By the way, it's a shame no one organized a greeting party when such a famous and popular person as myself arrived to your capital. I wasn't expecting a red carpet covered with rose petals, but you could at least have sent ahead some delegation. Oh, at least some of my servants are still alive. Do you know how much it costs to train a proper servant?
Jubilost jabbers too fast, never stopping even to take a breath. You can see he's piled up some emotions and just needs to get them out of his system.
Also, while I'm on that, I'd like to make an official announcement. The roads in your barony are in terrible condition. People must search for wading fords to cross the rivers because no one had bothered themselves with building bridges, and honest travelers have to take the risk of being attacked by kobolds at any moment. So, how did you say your barony was called? Oh, whatever, never mind. When I draw the map of these lands, I will call them Maybe Local Baron Will Help. I guess it's a fitting name.
The gnome falls silent at last. He just watches you with his shifty eyes, opening and closing his mouth, as if he wants to say something more, but hasn't come up with anything yet.
You think too highly of yourself, Sir Gnome. Behave with some dignity while you're on these lands.
Oh, I see. The very spirit of knighthood embodied. So, what do you propose me to do, Sir Knight? Should I lie?
Jubilost's eyes Valerie up and down.
By no means. But you shall not be so blunt. I bid you to express your opinion in a more courteous form.
Valerie blushes, but still tries to argue.
Your problem, Sir Knight, is that you worry too much about form and appearance. Unsurprisingly so, considering your pretty face. As for me, I worry solely about the content.
Valerie blushes even more and turns away. It seems that the gnome has stepped on her toes. Let's see. For someone who values content so highly, you seem to be very quick to make superficial judgments. Or, I guess those glasses on your nose are just there to make you look smart, Jubilost. Or, one more comment from my companions. You're done for, you brainless stuff. No, we're gonna see you say the first, because it feels like it feels kind of snarky. I like that.
Oh, is that so? I would deem it necessary to inform you that...
Please, don't waste your words and time on this buffoon, especially because of me.
Valerie nods at you with a slight smile, indicating her appreciation for your aid. Let's see. How do you know that I am the Baron?
I've already told you I visited your capital some time ago. Weren't you listening to me? And I'm used to being greeted by officials when I arrive to settlements of at least some importance. The glory of myself and my exploits usually precedes me, and officials usually prefer to be on good terms with me.
Jubilost smiles slyly. He wonders a trifle too heartily. I didn't know you'd come.
Yes, you're right. I should have remembered that your lands are in the middle of nowhere, and you don't get updates on important things in time.
So what happened here? How did your cart end up in the river?
My party and I set up camp at the bank of this river. We'd just finished kindling the fire when that purple bastard appeared. You know what he told me? He introduced himself as the king of the kobolds and told me he needed our clothes because he wanted to dress his subjects properly, you see, as long as they've established the kingdom of their own. That's literally what he said. I wonder, where did he learn the words? Obviously, I told him to buzz off. Some kobold wants to strut around wearing the clothes of the great cartographer Jubilos Nartropple. No way. So I've been explaining my position to him, being rather eloquent too, suggesting he and his so-called kingdom might as well fall into the deepest sinkhole. But in the meantime, I've noticed that kobolds have already started to untie my cart. Well, I called my men to keep the cart safe. They couldn't guess what to do on their own, just stood there with their mouths ajar. Then things heated up as the fighting started, and while we were fighting, the ponies dragged the cart to the river. Stupid animals.
This is certainly a character we've run into here. You said you were famous, but I don't know you. What are you famous for?
That was either a stupid and offensive joke or a case of total ignorance. The latter, I hope. I'm famous as a traveler, a cartographer, an alchemist, and a journalist. The students of all the major universities study the world using my maps. My articles for different journals are well known everywhere, from Andorran to Brevoy. You've definitely read some issues of National Alchemy, haven't you?
No.
Culinary Almanac of the Inner Sea?
Now that one I've seen in passing.
Or the most scandalous one, The Independence, describing benefits and drawbacks of governments and regimes in different states?
Absolutely not. Prometheus has not had time for this kind of reading.
Didn't read any of these? Oh, well, don't answer that. I don't want to spoil my impression of your barony. It's spoiled enough already. It would be hard for me to write at least something positive otherwise.
So what is such a famous person doing that far from civilization?
I pursue two objectives. The first is to write an article on this new barony of yours for the Independence. The second is to draw a detailed map of the stolen lands. Before this barony appeared, it had been too dangerous to come here, but now an opportunity has appeared. Thanks to you, I must add. So, as you can see, the freedom of speech sometimes grants positive comments too. Anyway, I'm almost done with this journey. My article is practically ready, so is the map. All that's left to do now is to find an old dwarven outpost established here several centuries ago.
I don't like your manner of speaking, Gnome.
So what? Well, I don't like a lot of things. You know what I do when I don't like something? I try to change it. For example, I don't like your barony's roads, so I've reported to the authorities about it, namely you. And as for you, instead of pouting, you'd better get down to business and try to resolve the trouble.
Okay. Alright, he's uppity, but I like the cut of his jib.
I can see it's your first encounter with the freedom of speech. Just do what you consider right, and let others discuss it. You know, not everyone gets a chance to become a baron, so discussing a baron's actions is actually all the unlucky ones can do.
Seeing the spectrum of emotions changing on your face, the gnome softens up a little bit. Let's see, we could be lawful about it. Still, I'd like you to hold back your harsh comments, or... You do realize you're on my lands now, so you can get arrested and executed for statements like that. No, we're not going to do that. Actually, I don't mind the freedom of speech.
Wow, a baron supporting freedom of speech. Well, that's news. Remains to be seen what you'll say after reading my article.
Prometheus is just giving the dumbest smile right now. What is this dwarven outpost you're searching for?
Your ignorance is stunning. You create a barony, and still you know nothing about the lands you own. I'll have to enlighten you on the subject. You see, long ago there was a dwarven trade route crossing these lands. It connected Five Kings Mountains and the north. The route was so important to the dwarves that they were generous enough to set a number of outposts along it, manned with armed guardians to provide protection for the traders.
Note that he added words that weren't in the text there.
One of these outposts must be somewhere nearby, lost and completely forsaken, but nothing can avoid the watchful eye of the great cartographer Jubilos Nartropple. I will find this outpost, and I will mark its location on the map. You can trust me on that.
Jubilos thrusts out his chest. Tell me, is this old dwarven outpost abandoned? Is it possible it's now used by trolls as a lair, for instance?
Why not? Dwarves like being underground, trolls like being underground too. It's quite possible after dwarves left, their warm and cozy place fell into the hands of less attractive creatures.
I'm looking for the troll's lair. Maybe we're looking for the same place. Let's join our efforts and start looking together.
Well, you proved to be a capable companion in a case of emergency. I guess I can entrust you with covering my back. Let's go. I will send someone for my cart later.
We can now add Jubilost to the party. Jubilost is an alchemist, as he was very, very clear to make sure that you knew. We are going to be dealing with trolls, and trolls can only be killed by fire and acid, but we've also determined that the trolls cannot be hit by fire. And one of the kinetics that we are using is exclusively currently fire specialized. So, I am going to remove Kalika from the party, and I'm going to add Jubilost. I know she's going to be taking her equipment with her, which is a bit of a shame. I can't open up the... I can open it up, but I can't really get to the people to remove the items right now. That's funny. Alright, well, this is what we're going to do. And this is what we got now. So Kalika is gone, Jubilost is here. So, we level up Jubilost. Jubilost is an alchemist. He's not a bombardier or alchemist like I would like him to be, but he is an alchemist. So, let's get another discovery. He already has acid bombs, which are incredibly useful at this point in the game, and precise bombs, so he won't blow up other people for throwing his bombs into melee. Splendid. Absolutely splendid. Now to give him the other great alchemical thing, infusion. Now he can pass his spells to other people who aren't himself. In this game, this allows his alchemical spells to work pretty much exactly like normal spells. Meanwhile, in classic Pathfinder, like, for example, let's say you try to cast a haste spell on the party. It's never really made clear exactly what happens, so what do you? You just, like, take the haste bottle and pass it around and everybody gets a swig? Eh. I'm glad that we don't have to deal with that kind of roleplay in this kind of game. So, hey look! Someone who specializes in trickery! Hey look! Someone who has loads of knowledge points! Oh boy! Oh boy, we have points! We have points, ladies and gentlemen! He has user active device, don't care. That's not what he's going to specialize on. He has loads of points of stealth, so he's good at the camp. He has loads of points of trickery, so he can go to picking open the boxes. Oh, well, he's great. He's great. I need this guy. I need this guy. Okay. Alright, maybe we don't need 15 points of knowledge world. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Look at him. Look at him. Okay. Alright, Alchemist is a wonderful class. I strongly recommend it for anybody who wants to play a game of Pathfinder. Oh, it's one of my favorites. Okay, I could give you Cure Moderate, but I don't really want to. What do you have for second level spells right now? Oh, you have, like, all the first level spells. You have Bark Skin, that's good. See, Invisibility could be... Let's try Lesser Restoration. That's always a good one to have in your back pocket. False Life. Doesn't this normally have an expensive spell component? No, we're not going to worry about that right now. We need Lesser Restoration. Alright, that's the level. Okay. Now, your equipment. You have a +1 heavy crossbow. And you have leather armor +1. That's good. Let's give you a bombardier's vest. More bombs! More bombs! Do I have another ranged weapon that you could possibly use? No. That's fine. That's fine. So, if you're not doing things like that, you're going to be doing that. Okay, let's give you a ring. Let's give you a cape. Let's give you a necklace. Mighty Fists on Gnome. That's hilarious. Okay. And now, we get to set up your bar. So, you have Alchemist Bomb. By default, they do fire. Those are fine. And you have Acid Bomb, which will do acid. That's what we want you doing 90% of the time. I like having fight defensively available for anybody. You have Mutagens. which we're not going to use. We give you a strength mutagen, we don't really need that. Dexterity mutagen is probably what you're going to need in order to boost your ability to hit anything. Those are all good. Now about these spells. What do you got here? You have shield spells. What's really fun, okay, shield is a personal spell. However, because Jubilos has infusion, he gets to pass off the bottle of shield to whoever. So I can put shield on the Smilodon. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Don't really need the Cure Lights available all the time. Cat's Grace. Let's look at the spellbook. This is one thing I will have to do for him, though. I have to make sure that I prepare spells. Let's get Barkskin and 2 Lesser Restorations. We'll keep that Cat's Grace there. How about first level spells? Do we want any of these? We don't really need this. This only lasts rounds, so it's not the best kind of spell to cast. Honestly, Shield is probably his best spell that he's got. Maybe another Enlarged Person instead of a Cure. Before I unlearn his Cure, let's have him cast one of his Cures. On Amiri. Good. Okay, now we, undo that one, and we pop in an Enlarged Person. I like Enlarged Person. It's a good spell. Congratulations, we have another buffing arcane spellcaster. Outgress is a lot like Bard, but they get bombs instead of songs. Ha, that's good. That's real good. Okay. As for his position in the party, yeah, he can stay in the back. Kalika was doing a lot of damage for our party, but we'll be okay.
Follow my lead.
We'll be okay. Oh, here's the ponies from before. A pair of scared ponies stands before you. They don't run away, but they snort loudly and neigh as you approach. They are most likely the spare pair of ponies the gnome expedition used to pull their cart. When the kobolds attacked, they weren't tied to the cart, so they just pulled themselves free and fled into the forest. We'll leave them alone. Those are some good haunts. Let's double check to make sure there's no other kobolds in the surrounding area. There could be. Oh, we fought them originally here. Alright, that's fine. We did good. We did real good.
In due time.
And now that we got all the leveling up, let's, quick save. And away we go. To think, there was nothing on the map that told you to go there. Nothing at all. So that's why it can be good to double check some areas sometimes. Alright, let's head on over towards the ruined watchtower. One bad thing about Jubilos, though, is that he is small, he has no strength, his constitution isn't that good. Random encounter? His constitution isn't that good. Yeah, so he's not really good for traveling. If only we could have kept his cart. And his ponies. To be able to travel around it. But then we'd have more problems with rivers and such. Branded troll fighting bandits. Welp.
I am yours to command.
Let's get in there.
Well, I must be doing it wrong.
All according to
Who
plan.
will prevail? Does it matter?
Okay, we got the jump on them. Bandit necromancer. Yeah, I just need you to get into melee. Cat. Tie up the necromancer. I need to just 5 foot up and doot. Can you charge the alchemist? Yes, please. Get the bandit backline. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that we got into a fight like this, but yeah, the troll problem looks like it's a problem for bandits too. How about that?
Repent.
Miri, can you charge in? Are you currently wielding? Yep, you got the thing. So this branded troll looks like it's the kind that's immune to fire. That's okay. How long is the range on the bomb? Not long enough. I need to get in there. Move up. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Good hit.
Onward!
Looks like I'm fighting with the bandits, except I'm not fighting with the bandits because I'm also hitting their backline. They are bandits. I wonder how this would have played out in roleplay. Like, I wonder if, like, you could have made the bandits, like, give up their banditry ways by after saving them from trolls. That could have been a fun little encounter.
This should do it.
Are they all down? Yeah, it looks like they're all down. Guess I'm going over here.
Bleed for me.
Yep, you're
Your
not
life
you're not
ends
moving into
now.
melee. That's fine by me.
Tear them apart!
5 foot over this way. Lots of hits on the bandits. Okay, move up. And let's throw one of these acid bombs here. Oh wait, I can hit all the enemies. I can hit, like, nearly all of them if I target this middle bandit. No, I want to get all the trolls. One more down.
Stay behind me!
It's almost like we're working together. Never mind. No, we're not anymore. Let's get this one. I'll take a shot over here.
Calculated risk.
Missed the second slash. Got him with that touch of fatigue again, though.
What a waste.
Go for the troll, because you have the acid axe. Another bandit down to a troll. I still think I get experience for their kills. Alright, I only have the 8 bombs, so I kind of want to conserve them. I don't want to just spend them all immediately. Take a shot at this one. Ha! Oh, Amiri took 2 nasty hits there. Let's help out.
Strike is one!
Got it. Another one down.
This will hurt.
1 troll left.
I'll cut you.
Become as dust.
Got with fatigue. Alright, did a little bit of damage on Rig.
Tips.
Do not falter!
Can't get in there. Need you to go around for the flank.
Let's try this way.
Die for me.
Well, we kinda got it. Alright, and coup de grace with the acid axe on the troll. Good. That certainly was an encounter. Take all your stuff. Lots of scrolls there.
As it should be.
Back down. Valerie's strength check failed. What do you got going on? Tanglefoot bomb. Ah, you were hit by a bomb from the alchemist. Ah, you're dealing with penalties right now. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, let's leave this place. I know we're kind of doubling back on areas that we've already been before, but it's on down to a watchtower.
My strength betrays me.
It doesn't say it has anything new here, but there probably should be. And I'll check that out next time. We got Jubilost. I'm happy that he's here, even if not everybody necessarily is. Thank you all so much for joining me on my path, and maybe we'll find a new way forward together next time. Later, Pathfinders.